Everybody, Geegado here, and welcome back to another Chatting Wisdom. And so we are on our 30-day. What kind of challenge are we doing? We are doing the Optimism challenge, and so today is day 5, and so it has been a very busy long weekend, getting lots of things done. So that's really good. This morning was a little bit of a slow morning and just got up very quiet and slow, and mainly because Clark was over last night and he was not having bedtime, so he was not thinking that 1:30 in the morning was time for sleep. So we had a little bit of a late morning to get things started, which was nice. It was good. I attempted to have a nap, the phone rang, and then I was just kind of getting cozy again. And someone else came over and was like, okay, well, apparently I'm not having a nap. So then I just stayed up from there. So we got lots of things done, not in the office though, but I've got my salt lamp plugged in. See? So my salt lamp is plugged in. It looks kind of yellowish in the center. That's like really, really weird. Because when I look at it, it doesn't look yellowish. It looks all reddish, but it looks yellowish right in the center from the camera. Anyway, that's kind of interesting. So, and tomorrow, I am playing hooky. I am going to hang with a couple of friends tomorrow, so I'm not sure exactly what the plan is, but we are going to do that. But before I do that, I'm going to be going to get my strawberry and raspberry and strawberry bushes planted. So in Brooklyn, found some strawberries today on one of our bushes that were already there. So we're going to plant the rest of them tomorrow. So we picked up the rest of the raspberry bushes and the extra strawberries. So we're going to get those planted, and I can't wait till next year. We're going to have some nice bushes for next year. So looking forward to that. But I'm going to do that first thing in the morning before it gets super hot. I don't know how hot it's supposed to be tomorrow, but then also before we leave. So I'm going to go into that. So today's prompt for the Optimism Challenge is nature's beauty. So obviously connecting with nature. And so one of the things that it talks about in the email that I sent is spending time in nature can have a profound impact on our well-being. And so one of the things that, even though I have all these other things that have been going on, including a messy desk, is that I have an opportunity for being out in nature. So although we are in town, we have so I'm constantly grounding. So my feet are always on the ground. And so I have no shoes on like usual. And so so I'm usually in my bare feet. So very much grounding. And then we have these great big huge pine trees that don't belong to us, they belong to my neighbor. And so they come over and they just kind of help to shade the yard as the afternoon comes around. And so it is just absolutely beautiful. And then so obviously we want to get some more plants in the flower bed. And so that's one of our next tasks is going to be to get some more perennials to be able to put in the yard, so that way it'll be nice and flourishing next year. So we've got some roses that are actually growing. We weren't sure whether or not they were actually going to survive. They were right on the side of the road where we were living, and so we suspect that salt and sand impacted them. So because they bloomed really well last year. But how does spending time in nature affect my mood? So I haven't been able to go out hiking, which is one of the things that I like to do in the summertime. And I haven't for the last couple of years. So since I broke my leg, I haven't really gone out doing some hiking. But I really want to be able to get out and get some of that hiking in. And so, but how does it affect my mood? It really does help me stay connected. So I am outdoors a lot in the summertime as much as I can. And so this year even more than usual. And so we're just getting all of the, so I'm just starting to be a little bit more like yesterday. We were inside because we're getting our home all nice and organized. And so we're doing some more of that this morning today. And so, but otherwise, I'm not usually indoors. And so, like, even just before coming in, we were sitting around the table. Even though the patio table is full of stuff that we have to figure out where it all goes, because we were sorting through it. So, like, that's kind of where that goes. But how does it affect my mood? How does being in nature affect my mood? Even in my old place, like in the other place that we were living, I was surrounded by trees, like had that opportunity to be around trees all the time. And so, which was really awesome. And so, yeah, so how does it affect your mood? How does being out in nature help you feel better? And Clark's got things all over the place. It's already all over the place, but it's got things even more all over the place. And so just being able to have that. So I've got my blanket that I'm going to be using in my office. So it's my shopper blanket. So this is going to be one of the blankets that stay in here all the time so that I can wrap my legs around it, because I can guarantee you that over the course of the winter months, I'm going to be needing that. And yeah, so that's kind of where things are at. And looking forward to a nice drive with my friend tomorrow so that we can go meet up with another friend. So looking forward to doing that. And yeah, so just spending as much time in nature is definitely something that I do in the wintertime as much as possible. I need to find ways of enjoying nature more in the wintertime, but I'm going to work on that. But that said, is that over the last couple of years, I have continued to walk in the wintertime, which is really good. So on that note, that's kind of where I'm at, and then we'll go from there. So okay, I'm going to put my wands that I made. I need to find some places for, which I have not yet found the right places for anything. So tomorrow when I get back is going to be like clear off my desk entirely, get my desk rearranged so that I can put everything where it belongs. I'm going to rewire everything, and hoping that we're going to have the electrical set up. We've got the cords. We've got the cords through here, but we're getting closer. And so we've got the wiring. It's just a matter of getting it all together. And Sheldon's been trying to get that that part organized, but he was trying to get some things up for me today. So that's probably going to be something that we're going to work on tomorrow when I get back, or possibly Wednesday, probably not. So if we don't do it tomorrow, then it'll be Thursday because he works all day. He's got a long day Wednesday. So anyway, on that note, I will chat with everybody later and have a fabulous day. Bye for now.